I'm gonna do this again. It's been cutting out on me. I just finished Avatar: Way of Water. I like it better than the first movie. The whole ocean concept much better than destroying forest concept. Like it's just fun going again watching the forest be torn down or Pocahontas. The animals in this one were much better. The um like the fish and stuff, the whales actually look like, hey, this could live on this distant planet. That was better. Uh, the family concept, much better. Unlike just a random guy hooking up with a random girl in the first movie. It's just, why? Yeah, I didn't like that in the first movie. Since the movie's old, I'm just going to go into spoilers and everything. Spider, what was his name? The soldier's child. I don't like him, but I don't hate him. It's one of those, I'm like, he's in the middle. But they didn't use any sound effects from other movies like Star Wars or Jurassic Park or anything like that. They didn't hear any sound effects from that. I enjoyed that. It wasn't like reused product over and over and over again. And I was like, hey, here's something new. I enjoyed that. I liked the final battle where the whole reason for the final battle happening is because Chik-Zoe's son died. I'm like, good. It brings on a whole new category. Like, it's a new plot line. Hollywood is scared to kill kids. They don't like doing that. Or KO and whatever. They don't like doing that. That was a good new storyline. They need to open up. I'm still not a fan of all the CGI. It's just CGI and AI is terrible and it's being overused and stuff, but yeah. I'm getting a lot of messages right now. I don't care. But yeah. I can see why people like this movie, but I can also see why people hate this movie. But I consider it a 7 out of 10. It's fine. I think I said the first one was a 6 out of 10. There's not much of a difference there, but yeah. I enjoyed it. I am not disappointed I watched this one. Like the last one, I was like disappointed because people were saying how great it was, and I'm like, it wasn't. So it does that. This movie, much better. Still 7 out of 10, which is amazing, but it's better than the first movie. Honestly, I might put the first movie to a 5 out of 10. Just rethinking for the day until I got to tonight when I watched this movie. Then I watched this movie and I'm like, this movie's much better. I don't think it's better than a 8, but it's a 7, which makes me rethink that the 6 might have been too kind of the first movie. Yeah. I do want to see Fire and Ash. That's why I'm watching these two. Because I kind of like the white Avatar, Navi people style. That's kind of cool. Like the green is blue that the ocean people wore is nice, but I don't know. I didn't really. It was too close to the blue, and I didn't like the blue style because I was just like, it's a bright blue animal in the jungle. That's not going to be much camouflage type deal. The blue makes more sense for ocean, and green makes sense for ocean, so we got that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next one. I think the first one going into it was high hopes, high expectations, being like, this movie's been around and made a sequel after 10 years. Yeah, I'm watching it. I'm gonna see what it's all about. I enjoyed this one more. I have a cold. I keep. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I say 7 out of 10. My thoughts on that is critical as the first movie. I can see why people enjoyed it. I would say this one might look better on IMAX. Just the ocean and stuff. Again, killing the KOing or whatever you want to, often the child. It's Jake Sully's son. Smart decision. Hollywood is afraid to do that. Heck, Stranger Things is afraid to do that now. That was the whole concept of the first movie, was when the first couple seasons of Stranger Things, it's like, we're not afraid to do that to kids. This one is like, no. But yeah, I'll get to Stranger Things probably tomorrow. I'm gonna upload this tonight. But yeah, I think it's better. I hope the fun movie is better than this one. Who knows? I don't know. But yeah, have a nice night. Bye.